What's good, everybody?
What's up, guys?
Sanbonani.
Hey, guys.
How y'all doing?
Welcome to the first of many.
I'm actually I feel like the best way to start this is to tell y'all that y'all look good.
Yeah.
So please give y'all a round of applause. Yes. Thank you so much for taking your time to be with us today. My name is Karabo Masemola. The streets know me as K-Mass. K-Mass for the masses, K-Mass with the mass appeal, K-Masakane. That's basically how I'm known, right? I'm your host. I'm the founder of the Share Button. But as you can see on the stage, the glory is not only shining on me.
Never
I've got my co-host, Chantel.
What's up, everybody? I'm Chantel Thomas Worldwide, Karabo's best bambino. I go by the name Chantel Worldwide, bringing you nothing but world-class entertainment and news and views and interviews. You know how we do this, right? I'm the founder of the GOAT magazine and Mam Gojozi, where I put you guys on just like this platform, The Maker's Mindset by K-Mass. Karabo Masemola, the money-making machine.
You know what I'm saying?
Jemima.
So yes, the Maker's Mindset. This is the platform that we've created to bridge a gap in the industry. Now, I do know that we've got some upcoming artists in the audience also, and you resonate with what I'm saying right now, Guti. It's very hard to get spaces that sort of make you feel safe, especially maybe when you're still new in the industry, a space that will put you out there. So the Share Button is all about sharing your work and putting you out there. So in Maker's Mindset, we're here to understand the mindsets of the makers. Sure. So what's going to be happening today is we are bridging a gap in the industry, which is between established artists and upcoming artists. On our lineup, we've got awesome performances coming up. We've got Blackadia, Slabsta, BlaQSun, as well as, I'm not forgetting anyone.
Blackadia, BlaQSun, Cardiac, Slabsta,
Faith K. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So we've got quite a few performances coming up, and we're going to be understanding the mindsets of these makers with interviews as well. We'll be interviewing the Faith K as well as DJ Switch. Yep. So let me also take this opportunity to thank all of our sponsors and everybody who's come together to make this a success, right? There's Unata Sweswi, my designer, who's made sure that we look good, as well as Star Beauty Corner. They've come in as our makeup department to get us proper. Cardiac Music coming through with the graphics to make the posters, and Amp Studios, a very lovely venue. As you can see, we've brought you to some nice places. So please do have a great time for the next couple of minutes, for the next hour. We're going to be realizing some new talent and putting it out there. Please, again, a round of applause, my loves.
Shout out, guys. Let's get the show on the road. We're going to start off with Blackadia, girl. Pull through and open up the show. Pull through and open up the show. Come on, pull through. Guys, you know that song.
I don't know it, I danced. But also...
All right, let's have Blackadia and... Sorry, love.
I was saying, Uguti, Blackadia will be performing, and then straight after Blackadia, we're going to be having Slabsta. Yes. Yeah. So please, a round of applause for Blackadia.
Let's go, girl.
Here you go, Queen.
Hey y'all, what's up? How y'all doing? This is Blackadia, the Blacknificent Queen, the Blacknificent Goddess. So, for a fact, I know that I'm surrounded by a bunch of young hustlers, né? So I just want to feel your energy. Can you all repeat after me? Ngixosha amakati ezikawe. Ngixosha amakati ezikawe. Okay, so this song is from an African proverb, Ikatilele zigo. So as hustlers, we eliminate poverty. Okay, please hit me up with the song. Are y'all good? Y'all look amazing up here. Let's go. This is Miss Black.
on the track.
This is Blackadia. This is Amakati, my hit single. It's out in all music stream. Hey. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Look, ungavimani uhlale ngami. Hey, hlonipha lasibheke, ngiphethe lo shuni ophuma kude. Hey, kwandonga zaduma lena ngiyami, ngikhiphe ephoketeni. Ngenzele bonke amakhaya, bonke abahamba nami. Let's go. Ngoba la ufika khona ngikhandela iblood. Phela indlala, ngikubekela isinkwa etafuleni. Niyeke ukulahamba. Ngixosha amakatiya zikowe, ngixosha amakatiya zikowe. Baba Blackadia usekhona nje, usekhona nje. Ngixosha amakatiya zikowe, Baba Blackadia usekhona nje. Lazi uBlackie uyenza kakhulu, noma singazama ukuzikawe. Kulo wakho suhlonipha kakhulu, ngoba wena uphiwe kakhulu. And sikuthanda kakhulu, phimo lakho ngathi mizwilili. Ngoba nami ngiyadlela we, ukubona lo impilo nje. Washaya ngaphakathi, ngathi lesking nesikabu siximba we. Dlala kamnandi, shaya ngaphakathi. Xosha amakatiya zikowe, xosha amakatiya zikowe. Baba Blackadia usekhona nje, usekhona nje. Ngixosha amakatiya zikowe. Abongile Blackadia usekhona nje. Ungavela umani uhlale ngami. Hlonipha lasibheke, ngiphethe lo shuni ophuma kude. Kwandonga zaduma lena ngiyami, ngikhiphe ephoketeni. Ngiyenzele bonke amakhaya, bonke abahamba nami. Ngoba la ngifika khona ngikhandela iblood. Phela indlala, ngikubekela isinkwa etafuleni. Niyeke ukulahamba. Xosha amakatiya zikowe, xosha amakatiya zikowe. Baba Blackadia usekhona nje, usekhona nje. Xosha amakatiya zikowe, Baba Blackadia usekhona nje. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much.
Shout out.
The song is out in all music stream. Please stream. Thank you.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, we got Slabsta all the way from Limpopo. Shout out to the boy.
Yo, what's up? Lebanata Bafetu. Are you guys good? Because I feel like, seems like everything is this side. Lebanata Bafetu. Manate. Of course, I know this side of Manate. Otherwise, I go by the name of Slabsta. Co-founder, founder, director of Motlakanyo. I'm an artist myself. I'm a producer. I'm a creative director. Actually, I do a lot of things, you know. So, shout outs for coming out. Such a beautiful event. It's good to have, you know, such spaces where we can come out and put ourselves on, and also get to hear a little bit more about the industry, right? Because, you know, the she's and says and what it's either just come and see for yourself. So the song I'm gonna perform is called Hold It Down. This is like sort of like a song I dropped on my birthday, just to put something out there for my people. So let's try it out, yeah? Yeah. Don't be afraid to smile, guys. Yeah. I hold it down. Sure. I hold it down. Sure. Hey, I hold it down. Sure. Hey, you hold it down. Boy. All my life I had to hold it down. All my life I had to figure out. Sitting on the crown on my head. Everything I did, look at me now, boy. Beginning on the journey, you beginner. Gotta count every day on the calendar. I knock the hustle, I'm the contender. I wanna do it bigger like Hova. All my homies show me love, it's getting real. They know I'm in the city trying to get the deals. Life's so easy, listen to the kids. I wanna go home with a happy meal. Everything I do, these haters wanna do. Never give me credit, never tell me that I'm cool. Drop it like a sword, call me Snoop Double G. Skateboard P, why you running on? Cause we gon' be alright. One day endorsement like Cash this right. When I hit the club, Libanyana Baba Nice. Baby, were you bored? What you doing for the night? One time, back it up, I'ma get you a beam, a simmer. Modi one thing, just got paid, no lala modi. Just made a K, now these dollies wanna fight me. Just got laid, now my ex wanna kick it. Put it on voicemail, all she do is call. She knows she a snake, all she wanna do is spit on me. Finally got my side thing, smoking on the wheezy. Niggas got my dicing, get both rubber poppy. Look is funny, get lucky. Zaga funky, hit lucky. Are you guys still good? Are you guys still good? Ah, word. Let's hold it down, yeah? Board. They said I couldn't do it, so I did it. Keep it 100, I don't do no gimmicks. Life gets heavy like the hippie Jago Jimmy. Got a forklift, got it then I had to. But now Osapela Bagorata when you 6 feet. Funny how life is when you broke up Philly. Saganya and I look like a phone irritatingly. Like Arabi, I'm mute, so I let it ring. Like a chola pele salute to the king. The king. I held it down, yeah. I hold it down. You hold it down. Sure, boy. All my life I had to hold it down. All my life I had to figure out. Sitting on my throne, crown on my head. Everything I did, look at me now. Yebo, dango. You can catch me on social media. Slabsta everywhere. Slabsta the Dawn on Instagram, YouTube, Slabsta, Slabsta. You know what it is, yes sir.
Definitely, Slabsta, you definitely held it down. Woo! All right, that was Blackadia and Slabsta, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, I'd like to introduce someone who was presented the Best Collaboration Award at the 2019 Hip Hop Awards. She's now an independent artist, previously signed by an international recording label, Warner Music South Africa. She released a 6-track EP titled K-Cloud with the likes of PH Raw and Reason as features, which she got her nominated in the South African Hip Hop Awards for the Best Female Nominee. Now, mind you, she's a 4-time nominee kind of chick, you know what I'm saying? Do you know who it is? She goes by the name of Faith K. That's my girl. Hey. Shout out, girl, have a seat. Sanbanani, guys, can we please get Faith K a mic? Excuse my love. Thank you. Let's get to know you. All right, cool. Samanan, guys. For those who don't know Faith K, let them know. The masses, we got new people here who aren't artists. How does it feel to be an artist, Bajel? Live.
Sure, being an artist is a lot, guys. It's a lot, no? Am I lying? I'm not. I feel like it's one of those things that it's either you're called for or you're called for. So don't half-ass it.
Exactly. And we're here with the maker's mindset, right? And this is a maker of artistry sitting right here. So we're trying to get into the mindset of Faith K. How did it feel from going to from this international situation to you being an independent artist? How does that feel? Because I feel like a lot of people here are afraid of being independent. But now they think Husaina is the way through and forward. What is your experience?
I mean, signing is great, especially for if you want like a whole budget around you, if you want like a whole team around you. And also you can also do the same thing when you are independent. Just be smart about it because you need the money to be independent. That's what the label is there for. It's there to just make it easier for you to work and easier for you to get to certain things, because also for you to get here was money, for you to get that drip you're wearing was money. So that's where the label steps in. But everything else is the same thing as being independent. I feel like it's just a matter of how much do you want it and how far are you willing to go to get it.
True. And speaking about how far you're willing to go to get it, now that you've got it and still are getting more, I think you're in your prime. We're taking Chamino, me and you were actually the same age. I'm not gonna tell them.
Ooh, girl.
I ain't gonna tell them, girl. But we doing well.
Yeah.
We look good. Don't y'all think we look good? You know what I'm saying? We doing well. We doing well. We going somewhere. So, what has the process been like from the beginning, from the moment you started? Because I'm doing presenting, I'm doing this emceeing thing, you're doing the music. I'm just like going back to that moment when I first started, that first moment, that first push, that first impulse into I'm gonna do this, and you've made it. And are still making it, they're still making more, and still more to
Get me?
prophesy.
No, we're still on the way, okay?
We're en route.
We're like halfway there. I mean, the beginning was crazy because when I started off, I was just like, I'm making music for myself. True. So it wasn't like no one even knew I was making music. I would get paid. After getting paid, I'd go to studio. So my first session was with a very big producer, was Zuchi Dope. So I had to like put myself in like the deep end type situation. And luckily it was someone that was also very good at telling you how to do things, how to work on things, and how to like do your best at the end of the day. So when I started with him, it was just a matter of just making music for myself, what I wanted to listen to in my car. And then I played it for the late DJ Dimples. Then he said, dude, why aren't you making music? So that's how we started making music. And yeah, I haven't looked back. I feel like we're still going. True. We still got a lot to do. We're just halfway mark at this point.
True. Yeah. And you know, speaking of a lot to do, I think a lot of people don't look into teamwork and how important a team is in getting you where you are.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So to make this happen, for K-Mass to make this happen for all of us, you needed a team. Yeah. And not only a team, but supporters like Faith K that would show up. So showing up is also important. Talk to me about the people who showed up for you.
Sure, a lot of people showed up for me. Firstly, the person that introduced me to DJ Dumples was Sibu Mabena. So she showed up for me, even though she didn't know why she was introducing me like to him. It was more so for work, which was in the eventing spaces. So after that, everything else was just a matter of Dimples believed in me, and everyone else that came in, the producer, Cypho, TRK, like I worked with a lot of people that didn't need to work with someone like me, because I mean, I was still learning, I was still figuring it out. And they held my hand and they did with me. I mean, like I've got a dope team that I had to also search for, because it's not easy to have a team. It's not easy to get a team that's loyal to you, because it's also very easy to jump ship, because you don't always get paid, hey? Like, it looks like people are getting paid, but they're not, and artists need to know that, like, you need to feed your team, and a team can't just work for the sake of vibes. Like, you can vibe, but for them, it's not a vibe, you understand? You know where you're going with this whole thing, but they don't see it if there's no money. So it's a matter of making sure that whoever you have in your team, you make sure that they know where we are taking it and where we're going with the whole vibe, and yeah.
Have you faced any, like, I know like we, sometimes coming up, right, for all of us, we change teams a lot, depending on who's doing what in the zoo, who's good, who's bad, who you learn, etc., etc. Did you face any, do you have any challenges that you can remember, like an instance where you were like, this is baba?
Yeah, I mean, for a good 9 months, I didn't have a team last year. Like, I was not trying to work with anyone else. Like, I had a team that I was very comfortable with, and when that team was like, not there anymore, it was very hard for me to trust other people. And also, pay in mind the fact that when I started making music with one person, which was my mentor and my manager. So for me to start afresh and look for someone that is about me as much as my other manager is about me is like a very tricky thing. So, I don't know, you just have to do it. Just find the people, hey, sometimes it's your friend, but most of the time it's not your friend. Don't do it, because your friend is a setup. Your friend can't do it. I know it's nice to be like, yeah, we're doing this together as friends, as boys, but it's a dream. Don't do it. Yeah.
True. I think that also comes in play with hard work, ne, guys. Yeah. If you pushing and your team or best friend or mang is not pushing,
read the room.
I feel like it's like pushing. Why would I say pushing a wheelbarrow?
Because you're pushing it, girl.
You're pushing it. Yeah. If your relationship feels like you're pushing somebody in a wheelbarrow, you in the wrong relationship.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? You got me.
I get you, girl.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, girl.
I got you.
We the same age. Sorry. Okay. So females in the game.
Yeah.
Okay. The obvious trials and tribulations are obviously the obvious ones. What are the things that are not obvious that we face as women in the game that you've maybe looked at and been like, Mara, this is not fair.
Yeah. Life is not fair though.
True.
We need to understand that. Like, it's
Can't
never
be, though,
going
also.
to be fair. Like, if you're gonna look at things like that, you will never be happy, and you will always be working from a place of like animosity and anger, because the industry will bring that side out of you where you're just like, man, actually screw this whole thing. If you're gonna be looking at it from that perspective, I feel like the best thing you can ever do for yourself, especially as a woman, is play like the boys. If they're gonna play dirty, also you play dirty. Like, don't be cute about stuff. And that's the thing that's the mistake that we do as females, is we try to be cute about what we're really passionate about, and it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, there's nothing to be cute about, actually. You know, sometimes at events that we host, the girls are there's so little, actually, girls on our lineups. If you
Yeah.
look at
There's
what's
usually
going
no girls on the lineup.
What's going on?
Because also at the end of the day, what sells is, I don't know if I can say this, but
But we sell.
bums sell. Whether you're a female or not, bums sell. I don't know
want
if
to
I'm
show
supposed to say
my
this,
bums.
but bums sell. And
My
if you're not about to do that, how are you gonna be in a lineup full of niggas? How are you gonna be entertaining
We're
them?
gonna stand out. But also, let's embrace our femininity. Okay. But to what
It's tricky.
extent?
That's the thing. It's
To what
tricky.
extent?
Are you doing it for yourself or are you doing it for them? Also, just start there. If you're doing it for yourself and you want to embrace it, babes, go for it. But if you're doing it to make them happy and for
It's not
them
gonna
to
work.
book you and for them to be like, yeah, she's hot, then it's
not gonna work.
You're losing there.
Yo, I think that's the trap that a lot of artists are falling into
Yeah.
right now. I think people are losing their individuality.
Exactly.
Because we're literally just recycling what we see on the internet. You understand? And I think I'm so excited for this platform, actually, because the conversations like this allow us to get raw into the artist's mindset. Like, you got an amazing mindset, Faith K, and congratulations for all your accolades.
Thank you.
Actually, can we give a round of applause? Oh, Nina, okay. Sure. So here's a question I like asking. What is your favorite song to perform and why?
Yo, my favorite is Champ. Like, Champ just makes me feel like a champ. Like,
Yes.
that's the one song, like, I never not perform.
Yeah.
Because it's like my first Tsonga song, where I was like, I'm just gonna like make a song from my language.
Same time.
So I was that's my favorite song, like, yo, Champ.
What is your songwriting process looking like? What does it look like?
It's a lot of sounds first before there's words.
Okay.
Like, I like making sounds. I first like hum, like I'll be like, oh no, that sounds whack, or something. Then I put the words into the whole vibe. So mine is it's more sounds than it is like the beat and the words. There's never like a topic first, because I need to first feel what I'm talking about, or humming. Then we can start with the words, because
sometimes
if you plan too much,
it doesn't work the way
it gets
that
tricky.
Sure. How long does it take you to make a song?
Depends. Some songs are fast. Some songs take like days.
And what's your best mood to be writing in?
Every mood is a good mood to write in. Every mood. I can be angry and I'll be like, Zin, this one, I'm gonna go write about her when I get home.
Then
I
boom.
go write about you. Or I'm like, oh my God, that girl was so pretty. I liked her outfit. Then I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna like try and imagine her character and her personality. I'm like, oh, I'm like this girl because of what I probably saw from her. So it's like different. It changes every single time.
What is your favorite artist to work with then?
Like in terms of?
Like, who's your favorite artist you've worked with this far?
Okay.
Yeah.
All of them.
And who do you want to work with next so that we can put that out into the universe? This is the maker's mindset. Let's get into your mind. Let's project it. I'm going to say BET Awards. I've been throwing BET in this room.
Everything.
BET in this room.
We received that. Maybe one of us, like, guys.
And take us with, guys. Okay. How?
My favorite artist that I worked with was like all of them. The one that I was shocked about was Nadia Nakai, like dope artist to work with. I was shocked because sometimes people tell you like, oh, girls are mean. She's the sweetest person ever. I've worked with Buzili, dope person. Like all the girls are lit. Like don't let them lie to you. Girls are really dope to work with. The person that I really want to work with still is in South Africa. I'd say Rouge. And Decola.
Yeah, yeah.
And then if I'm stepping out of South Africa, I'd say I'm DDB. Yeah. Definitely I'm DDB.
Interesting, interesting. So, what, okay, cool. So when I walked in, nah, I'm so excited. So when I walked in, I noticed your fashion.
Yes, girl.
Where'd it come from? What's going on?
Girl,
I love it, guys. I think us in this industry, we have so much fun with the things we wear, guys. And what I love about meeting new artists and new people in the space is that I get inspired all the time. You know, you'd be sitting at home like, I can't pull that off. And then another woman would walk into the space and she's pulling it off. And you're like, but then, like, it's a thing.
Get
I
out
love
of your
that.
mind.
Nah.
Just get out of your mind. Like most of the time, you're gonna look dope. Just be confident. I feel like outfits are confidence. It's not what you're wearing. You could be wearing a t-shirt and jeans, but it's just how you're like stepping into the spot. So yeah, just be confident.
I think it's very important because like we spoke earlier about the women in the industry and the things that we have to do to get by, to get there.
Yeah.
Like how important do you think you can say now, right? Because before we said, okay, BAMs are selling, whatever not. Yeah. But then what advice do you have for an artist, female, coming up now, like what advice do you have for her fashion sense? Something that you can instill in her for color.
Whatever, okay, you're gonna change. Firstly, we all change. Like how I'm dressed now is not how I would usually dress like when I started. You get me? So also be comfortable. I dress for comfort. I want to always make sure I'm comfortable. I never want to feel like I need to be fixing and changing stuff. You get? So it's mostly like be comfortable. Always stand out. Like even if you're wearing a jean and a top, stand out with your jean and top. Like, add something to it. You can always just do your own thing. You don't have to get a designer for you to look dope. Like, just effort. Style your clothes. Don't wear your clothes. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. And when it comes to collaborations, what is a step-by-step guide to people collaborating with people? What was the first time you, if you ever have, ask someone to collaborate with you style-wise, you know? I know there are a lot of artists out there that don't know how to style themselves. Like you've got the great music, you've got the whatnot, but maybe you're feeling out of place in what you look like in the space. Maybe you feel like people don't take you seriously, yeah? What would you say that is the first step into looking the part?
First step is follow the Faith K and then go on to Welcome Aquino. I got you, okay? I've got clothes, I got you. Just hit me up and let's do something. Secondly, when you hit up people for collaborations, be clear on what you want. Do you want to pay? You don't want to pay? Don't come with stories and like make the person figure it out. Or don't come with like scammer vibes, you get me? I feel like go to where you would easily afford. If you had to buy that piece, can you buy it? Or are you just depending on the fact that you would like to be given that piece? Make sure that you also want to support whoever you're going to collaborate with, because how else would I want to collaborate with you if you're not going to be supporting me like long term? So it's just a matter of like, be human, guys. However you want someone to treat you with your business, treat the next person when you're asking them for a collaboration. Be nice.
Be nice, guys. Let's be nice to each other. So even in this space, now that we're here, let's like follow each other. Take the next step into it, because the next follow from you guys out here could change someone's life. You know what I mean? And speaking about changing lives, what was a life-changing moment for you that you remember where you realized that this is it? Like a memorable moment in your career. One thing that really, when you look back, you're like,
yo, there's so many. I think for me, it was when my first time doing the SA Hip Hop Awards, what's it called, when I had to not give the award, but like announce it. That was the most scariest day of my life, but it was so exciting because I was like, I've arrived. Like, I'm here. I'm out here giving someone else an award. Like, that means they see me, type vibe. And then the next year I was nominated. So that's when I was like, okay, I'm in the game now. Like, I'm not just vibing. Now it's like real life. Yeah.
Sure. And speaking about real life, actually, I thought about something when you're saying that. How do you stay relevant? You know what I mean? Like once you realize that you've arrived at this moment, you're giving this person this award, and you need to stay seen. You know what I mean? Like some people fall off the scene wagon, I guess I can say.
Yeah.
How do you stay seen? Because I love the fact that you've got such a clean slate. Wa bona gore ha ona drama.
No, we don't do drama.
Arena drama. Both we are the same age.
No. Like, we can't do drama. I think if you're a nice person, for me, I always say energies don't lie.
True.
Right? So if your energies are pure, you will always be seen. Even if, like, you're not really seen, the people that see you will see you if your energies are pure when you're in the space, because you will stand out some way. Somehow. Someone will be like, who's that girl? Oh, who's that guy? I'm
And
like,
it's your energy to
interested.
succeed that will get you there.
Exactly.
Nonetheless, no matter what you got. Let's close up with this question, right? Because this is about taking things out into the universe.
Yeah.
Where is Faith K going? What do you see?
Your Faith K is like, firstly, the face of female hip hop.
Yes.
Okay. She is like, she puts Tsonga in hip hop on the map.
Yes.
She goes to an entire. Let's first start in the UK. We're just
I'm seeing
touching
this.
base. After that, we go to Hollywood. We get a Grammy. We are like doing things, okay? Like
Amen.
Faith K is going far. So take a picture before I leave.
Take a picture before. In fact, now that we're here taking pictures before she leaves, does anybody here have a question for the Faith K? Don't be shy, guys. This is your time to shine.
I won't
You
bite.
heard, oh, the UK.
That's all.
Uzokushiya lo muntu phela. Ijo. All right, nobody got any questions? Boys? Girls? Huh? Here's a question. There's the mic coming around. A Blackadia. Blackadia, actually.
Hey,
Hi, boo.
you good?
I'm fantastic in yourself.
I'm good. I'm Blackadia.
Sorry?
I'm Blackadia.
Oh, blankets, yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to ask, you're an independent artist,
Yes, yes.
right? Financial wise, how do you do
Yo, my
like
sister.
recording, traveling, the team?
My sister is tough, eh? Like, I'd be lying to you if I said, oh, it's great. It's really tough. I think with, like, recording, to make it easier for myself, I always first start at home. So, writing at home. So, when you get to studio, you're not taking too long, you understand? And you
Okay.
can do more in one day than you just going there for one song.
Okay.
Do you understand? So, always book your sessions longer than usual and tackle maybe 3 songs in one day. So, it's not a lot of, like, traveling type. It's not like back and forth. Also, there's an app called BandLab where you can also record your ideas and always just have that. So when you're going to studio, it's not like
You already have your
you get
work.
me. It's already fast. Everything is going, because also time is money, right? And when it comes to transport and the team, make sure that team is important and whoever is there is actually there to work, like not for vibes
Yeah.
or just for like squad things. Because I get we need to like pull up, wanna be squad.
Yeah.
But what are you doing when you get there? It shouldn't be someone's gonna be a burden to you, because also you need to make sure you look good before you care about other
Okay.
people.
Sure.
If anything, stress about your transportation, stress about how are you going to get to where you need to get to. Maybe like with your manager. Your manager can be your photographer, can play all the other roles that you need the other people to do, including being a DJ, if really your manager is like trying to be. Because I mean, you're still hustling at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, take it slowly. Don't go big too soon.
Okay, next question.
Yeah.
In terms of distributing your music,
Yeah.
how do you distribute your music? Like which platforms, or do you work with people in distributing new music?
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a few ones. I work with Ziggy, but also there's Soul Distro, which is, I feel like, is really, really dope. There's Soul Distro.
Okay.
There's CD Baby. There's Distro Kid, I think.
Distribute.
Yeah, like, there's so many. But I would personally, if I was upcoming and I was still trying to get a distro, I'd go to Soul. Like, I would go to Slicker on Life
Okay.
for the distribution, because that's everything. There's the articles, there's whatever, like, you can have more push and more support from there. And also, if it's a dope song, I feel like they'll do a lot for you. So,
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem.
Shout out. Thank you, Blackadia. All right, cool. Oh, Faith K, thank you so much for joining us here
Thank
at the
you.
Maker's Mindset with the share button. I didn't even introduce myself, girl. I'm Chantel. What's
Hey,
up?
Chantel. It was just vibes.
It's just vibes. Like, okay. Oh, energies don't lie. Thank you so much for joining us. And
you
I
for
can't wait
having
for your
me.
performance at the end.
Girl.
Girl,
Girl.
we're gonna be throwing our ass in a circle. It's gonna be fun. All right, cool. Up
Thank
next,
you.
ladies and gentlemen, we've got BlaQSun and Cardiac in the space. Sure.
Luna gave birth to the stars and chose you to shine brighter. She gave birth to her heart solely to live anew. Galaxies beam to your glory. Never hesitate to burn. Meteors collided to make amends for your solace. Rise and dance, for planets await to gaze. We serve you more than you do us. Rise and dance. Uyinkanyezi ekhanya phezu kwezinye. You're a star that completes constellations. Busa. Sanbanani, my name is BlaQSun. How y'all doing? You can go. Thank you. Sound. This one's called Ipupolami. Coming soon. I'm dropping an EP very, very soon. The Sun in Eclipse. What's up? Hey. Hi, yeah. She. Hi, bo. Let's see. Ba-da, 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 ba-da. Ba-da, 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 ba-da. Ba-da, 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 ba-da. Ba-da, 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 ba-da. Sawubona Phupola, ngizokulandela emazweni uyangibisa. Ngibonile kunjani mhlobo wami. Indlela usuyibekile ngothatha umthwalo wami sendleleni. Indlela usuyibekile ngothatha umthwalo wami sendleleni. Khuphuka wena, phuka wena angibekile. Khuphuka wena, phuka wena. Hey. Khuphuka wena, phuka wena angibekile. Khuphuka wena, ngisendleleni. Sawubona Phupola, ngizokulandela emazweni uyangibisa. Ngikubonile kunjani mhlobo wami. Indlela usuyibekile ngothatha umthwalo wami sendleleni. Indlela usuyibekile ngothatha umthwalo wami sendleleni. Hayibo ngisendleleni. Khuphuka wena, phuka wena Kupuga wen, puga wen, angisendleleni. Kupuga wen, kupuga wen, kupuga wen, ngibekile. Kupuga wen, kupuga wen, kupuga wen, angisendleleni. Wephuphola, indlela usuyibekile, maye ngisendleleni. Khuphuka wena, hey, 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 khuphuka, ngisendleleni. Khuphuka wena, angibekile. Khuphuka wena, ngisendleleni. BlaQSun.
Next up, we've got some fire talent all the way from Klerksdorp, Komadlera. We've got Cardiac Music, that's her name. Everybody give it up for Cardiac! Pyong, 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 pyong.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. The share button, Maker's Mindset, Cardiac Music,
Shoo.
K-Maz,
Shoo.
Chantel Thomas.
Brah.
Everybody that's performing tonight, man. My name is Cardiac and Madlera. I'm all about black excellence. I'm all about music from the heart. That's what cardiac music is about. So the song that I'm gonna perform, I'm sure that some of you guys know it. It's called Safa. Dotnet, do me nice, dog. Let's go. Are you guys proud to be black? Black is beautiful, right? Oh, wait. Let's go. Sheesh. How you guys doing, man? What's up? Sheesh. Everything I do kinda godly. Something about me unfolding. I be like Zeus, the new truth. I'm the religion you got me. Give a black kid a pen. Let a kid win again. Let her believe again. Let her rise like a bye. Sacrifice in my eyes. Tell no lies. Yeah. We gon' fight until you. I put my worries to the sky. I'm the chosen, the righteous. My touch is just the Midas. What's up, Maker's Mindset? Let's go. Shush, shush. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, I got that black skin magic, black skin fancy, that's fantastic. Lived on drastic my whole life. I got my black on plenty, packed on dandy, black skin candy, black step in they all lie. Cause they say hip hop died, well I'm still standing. Crystals rambling, cross-store chanting, cross-store blazing, man I still got fight. Yeah, and Pico in disguise, I'm the chosen, the righteous, my touch is just a mighty. Yeah, man, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Cardiac Music. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Yeah, man, please follow me on all social media platforms. I'm Cardiac Music everywhere. Spotify, Cardiac Music, Apple Music, it's Cardiac Music. Everything, Jay, Cardiac Music, what's up?
Issue. Big shout out to Cardiac. Please take this for me, thank you. Yes. So it's about that time. We've been enjoying some good performances, some good conversation, and we're getting into our last conversation for the day. This is probably the part that excites me the most because I'm about to live on stage in front of everybody with you. I'm about to have a conversation with someone that has had an influence in me doing what I do. It's someone that I grew up watching on TV. Crazy enough, and I'm going to be with him right now. Who am I talking about? A man who has a career in the industry that spans well over 15 years. Well, my 20 years or so. Angaza ma 2K, if we have any 2Ks in the yeah. Do you know this man? I'm about to tell you who exactly he is. Everybody, please give a very big, warm round of applause for DJ Switch. It's the switch up, baby. Switch. We're switching it up. You're going this side. Yeah. So right now, this is a song that he just dropped.
On my nicotine, times I made me call. 40 magazines, 19 on the Glock. It's a horror scene. When they let this drop, couldn't intervene in the fucking plot. Blood all on my boots, so the white is off.
Please tone it down, yeah.
Tooth. I've been smoking pot.
Right, DJ Switch. Is your mic on? Let's switch it on.
1, 2. There we go.
He just switched it on.
The switch jokes.
How are you doing, Morgan?
I'm good, and you? I'm good, and you? What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing? Good, good, good.
Yikes, what a whole honor. Switch, you and I were on radio about 3 weeks ago.
Yep.
And I was interviewing you there. And when that interview happened, I was like, there's no way that people can not see this man. It can't just be on the airwaves. So Switch, you have been in this industry since 2004. That's when you first were on TV.
Yeah.
My guy, how did that come about? Let's talk about all the way back then.
All right, so what up, everybody? My name is DJ Switch. If you don't know, now you know, suckers. Yeah, so it started off with breakdancing. And we did a lot of breakdancing shows before that. That's where my passion sort of broke out for hip hop. And before that, I was actually an extreme sportsman in rollerblading, and that helped me to that's where I fell in love with it and understood it better, and the culture grew from that. It sort of stemmed itself out. Then got into the breakdancing space, and then started throwing my own events, and that sort of landed us the job on TV.
Yeah.
And then I guess that's history. And then from there, it sort of evolved, and the more I got involved in the hip-hop culture, the more intense it became, and the more it gave me life as a person, gave me an identity, and because I love it more than anybody else.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love
You
it
love
more
it
than
most.
these people, trust me. Right? And I mean, if you're doing
Yeah.
it for 20 years, you've got to really love it like your own child, right? Because it's given to you, and now I'm sort of giving back to it.
Yeah.
Because it's given me a career. I've made money from this career. I've seen the highs, I've seen the lows. And yeah, I think that's just the beauty of it, that it can take you to places. Music is just something that fuels everybody. And everybody
Yeah.
understands it, whether you're doing a piano, whether you're doing house music, whether you're doing soul, whether you're doing R&B, whether you're just doing, basically.
Uyazi Switch, your brand has grown so much since you started. You started in breakdancing, as you said, and then you became a DJ, an entrepreneur, and all that. And now, as we know you, you are a door opener for other people. You open doors through your platforms, right? But before we get to that, I want to know who opened the door for you first when you got into the industry.
Yeah, I would first have to say, from the breakdancing, I met breakdancers, and I met a DJ by the name of C Live. DJ C Live, we were in the same crew together, and he sort of just made me understand what DJing is about.
Yeah.
Before that, it was, meeting other breakdancers and then understanding this business, because if you're gonna do this for fun, eventually you need to make money from this.
Yeah.
And so C Live would be the first person, then it would be DJ Azul, then DJ Ready D, right? And these guys are still active today.
Today, yeah.
Right? So, and then what you do is then you just sort of mimic what they do. You just sort of follow their blueprint because they've got the success. Right? You don't
Yeah.
go try and make your own. Just follow somebody until such time that you get your own success, and then pretty much, apply it to what you're doing. Right? So you sort of steal with your eyes and then make it your own. right? Because if you just do exactly what they do, then you're biting. But right, so you're gonna have
Originality,
to
authenticity.
100%. So you gotta make it your own thing, and then
Yeah.
then you start building your brand from there on, right? I mean, a lot of people do copy, and that's okay, but you need to then start making it your own, right? And that's how you sort of build yourself. And when they do open the doors, make sure that you open the doors for somebody else.
Yes.
Because you're sort of giving back. That's why I said, hip hop's given me, and I've got to give back to hip hop, and that's sort of like enriching the culture. And that's also making sure that the culture doesn't die. And that's also keeping your name alive forever.
Yeah.
So, you want to leave a legacy, whether it be in fashion, whether it be in entrepreneurship, whatever the case may be, you got to give back as much as you can.
Yeah.
Whether it be your time, whether it be your money, whether it be whatever. Because time is money. So it sort of works together.
Oyazi, I'm looking at you right now and I'm like, is DJ Switch growing backwards, guys, or am I crazy? Like, when I was watching you back then, you definitely didn't look old. You looked older. But now that let's not go there. Switch.
Sure.
Mentorship, man. As you've been in this industry, you've come across a lot of upcoming artists. You were upcoming years back, and you've been bringing people in. Let's talk about the importance of mentorship and how you've been able to use that to be able to open these doors for other people.
Mentorship is such a crazy thing because, I had to also get mentored by somebody. And, if you ever heard the saying, the teacher arrives once the student shows up.
Yeah.
And it's basically, people have to be willing to be taught by somebody. Because today, myself and Faith were just talking before we got on stage. People are entitled, right? In today's generation, like I'm a 2000s, they feel they're entitled.
Yeah.
People,
I must have.
No, it's more like, give me. Or because this is who I am. You understand?
Yeah.
But it's like, in order for you to get mentored, you got to show up. You got to go through all the paces. You got to go through the process. Everybody wants it like 2-minute noodles. It's like you walk into studio and you're like, yo, tomorrow or after this, when I walk out of this studios, I'm the hottest shit.
Yeah.
And we had it tough. We had to go through the stages. Like, if I told you that, in order for me to break into this industry, I was doing flyer drops for other companies. We would go and, to understand what this industry is about and where you fit in this industry.
Yeah.
Because you could be a great performer, but maybe your music actually sucks. You know what I mean? Or you could be the other way around. You could be like a great hit maker in studio, but your stage presence is actually terrible, right? And somebody's got to tell you like, bro,
Fix that.
yeah,
Yeah.
right? And that's why when Faith was talking about a team, you can't just have yes-mans around you because they're not being real about it. They got to be honest with you. And those are the people that you got to respect because they're looking out for your best interest,
Yeah.
right? And let's have example, in that team, the other person feels that they're a lot better than you, they're probably going to give you the wrong information or the wrong advice. Coming back to like being mentored is that it goes back to you gotta copy somebody, you gotta study someone in order to get the kind of same results if you want those results.
Get a blueprint.
100%.
Yeah.
And the process or the results might not be as quickly, but it will come at different times because you're growing as that person, whether it be a presenter, whether it be a fashion designer, whether it be an artist, a DJ, whatever it may be. You gotta mimic, you gotta understand what they're doing and what do you want to do it for. So in hip hop, there's the fifth element, which is knowledge of self.
Yeah.
You've got b-boying, which is breaking, right? DJing, MCing, graffiti. And then of course the fifth one, which is knowledge of self. Like, why are you doing this? Are you doing it for the hands? Are you doing it for the rider? Or you just want to make a quick buck, right?
Yeah.
Because if you had to ask me like, what is DJing today? I'll say like, yo, it's gone to shit. Or I could be like, well, it's growing. It's great that we have so many, but why do people really do it? Are they doing it for a quick buck? Are they just doing it because they want to be seen? Everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants everybody else to know what they're doing for recognition, right? So going under a mentor helps you get to certain places quicker, right? They'll open the doors if they see the value in you, and they'll open the doors for you.
Introduce you to people,
100%,
spaces.
100%. Just like if Nomuzi introduced Faith to Dimples, right? R.I.P. Then she wouldn't be. If that didn't happen, she wouldn't be presenting awards or getting nominated, or she feels like there's something here that I can sort of expand on, right? And also just because she stuck around long enough, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We wouldn't know who Faith K is today, and that's what it's about. So find the right mentor, because even mentors can also throw you under the bus.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we've seen all these stories that's happening, this and that. I'm not going to mention names, but it happens.
You can, right?
Right? I mean, it's happened. And it's like, but we don't know the real reason behind it. That's why I don't want to mention names, because there's two sides of the story.
True, best ngekho
You
when
understand?
It happened, yeah.
So, I mean, it's happened with me even. Just, starting a podcast, you work with some people in the beginning, and we shot like 3 episodes, and then they basically gave me the middle finger, and then I had to restart all over again. Right?
Yeah.
So, being a mentor and then being mentored is 2 totally different things. Because if you're a mentor and you feel threatened by somebody coming into the industry, and you want to throw them under the bus, doesn't really make you a mentor, makes you a hater.
Yeah,
You
because you're
understand?
shaking now.
Exactly, but also that doesn't give you the authority. Because if you give somebody the authority to mentor you, you're giving them some kind of higher power type thing. And if you beat them at their own game and they don't take that, that doesn't really make you a great sportsman. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's basically saying that if you have Ronaldo and Messi playing on the same team, right? And let's say Messi comes in under Ronaldo, and now all of a sudden it's Messi taking all the awards, and Ronaldo's bitter about it. That doesn't really make him a great sportsman, right? That doesn't make him the GOAT.
Yeah.
But if you can accept and lift that person up and say, no, this is the guy, then that makes you a great mentor. So find the right mentor, especially in whatever it is. Mimic, follow, and you'll understand it better. I hope that answers the question.
It does, very clearly so. Does it answer the question proper? It's clear to everybody. Great. So, Switch, you just mentioned, Uguti, back when you started, you were doing things differently when it came to putting yourself out there. You were handing out flyers yourself, going to these companies and all that. And years later, 20 years later, we're in a digital age. Everything is as quick as I just put up a WhatsApp story, I put up a TikTok, I put things out there, Let's talk about technology and how it's evolved over time and how that has impacted and affected your career, because you are still relevant in 2024, dude, and you're working.
I hope so.
You are. And that is why you're on this platform, because you're working with a lot of upcoming artists.
Yeah. I think, for the older guys or for the people that's been in the industry for a long time, I think they have an upper hand because they understand how this thing works, right? So we're coming from grassroots level. So before the digital era, we understood about printing or getting flyers, handing them out, dropping them off at the right locations, going in the night and like putting up posters with glue, right? So you're putting glue in your car and you're going there and you're putting up the posters yourself because you're not going to pay anybody else for it. So you go do it yourself. So you do all the hard work. Right? Today it's like, let me design. I've got Canva. I can just make a poster, and boom, it's on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then you hope everybody sees it. No, it doesn't work like that because there's still traditional ways of doing things. Going to a radio station and talking about it there, because you can't get to everybody on social media because there's too much information that's flooding their timeline because you don't know what they're following and who they're following.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, if you're on all these platforms, you need to get. If you got 100,000 followers, you're only going to get 10%. Right? In anything you do, you gotta scale down. If you have a million followers, you probably get to about 100,000 people. Yes,
Yeah.
right. And it's like if you only have 100 followers, that means you're only gonna get to 10 followers. So you gotta be realistic with yourself. So, and it's like if I need to do this, then I gotta go the extra mile. I can't just be on social media, right? Up until today, Coca-Cola doesn't stop. Sorry for brand mentioning, but Coca-Cola doesn't stop advertising, right, on billboards. Even though we're in this digital era.
Yeah.
In actual fact, I don't even think they market on digital.
They're still traditional.
Right?
Yeah.
Yesterday, they did this big launch, and they got the influencers to talk about it. They dropped this big box out in Sandton. Right? We're just talking about branding and marketing. And up until today, they're still doing things like that. Right? There's got to be an element of surprise. And I think where we come from, it's totally different 100%, but we're still embracing what's happening today.
Yeah.
Also still submitting to radio. If I'm dropping like now, the song you heard is dropping this coming Friday.
Yes.
Right, which is with an artist from the Eastern Cape. He goes by the name of Boot Legend, and he's a Xhosa rapper. Now, the big debate right now is, are Zulu rappers better than Spitori rappers?
Whew.
Right? And it's like, yeah, but there's also Xhosa rappers.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like they're in another market, another league, and I'm playing in that market. See, when you in this game, you gotta go against the grain. To be just like Faith said, you gotta be noticed. Whether you're gonna wear a jean and a t-shirt, you gotta be noticed. And how you gotta do that is go against the grain and play in the other lane or create your own lane.
Yeah.
And the people will mess with you if they understand what you're doing, right? You don't want to get everybody. You just want to get the few that mess with you, and then they will then talk about you wherever it may be.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
like the girl came out, she did slam poetry, and then she goes into Amapiano. You're like, whoa, okay, that was quite a contrast.
Yeah.
But you notice her from the beginning.
She stood out.
100%.
For that, yes.
So, when you go out there and, you market certain things, you've got to do it, impactfully and smart.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just bum rush and everybody, go share, oh, here's my link.
Who
Or go
cares?
and flood someone's
Sometimes who
timeline.
cares?
Here's my link, check me out.
Yeah.
I don't know you. That is such an irritating thing when some other artist just comes and just says, here's my link. And now let's say I'm maybe wishing someone happy birthday. The other rapper
In
comes,
your
check my
comment
link.
section, unrelated.
I'm like, bro, no respect. So you don't respect my post, so how do I respect you as an artist? Because now you just come in and fly, which means now forget you. In actual fact, I'll go delete your link.
And I'll forget you.
And I'll block you. Because you're coming every week with the same link.
Yeah.
Why don't you just go and create your own thing and start it on your own page and let the people come to you. Let people gravitate to you, right? Don't tag me in the same song for the last 6 months. Bro, check me out. In my DM, check me out. What if I don't want to check you out,
Then what?
right?
Yeah.
This is the hardcore facts because you do it. You do it. That's why you're laughing. And that's the truth, right? Yes, you want to be seen. I understand that. But don't be a pest like a fly.
Yeah.
You're like, shoot, fly.
Get away.
100%. So don't be a fly because you're trying to get recognized. So do it better, right? Take the money that, and it's like, take the money that you're making, you're combering here, whatever, just like Faith said, and put it back into your artistry, right? When I was working, I'm actually a graphic designer on paper, right?
Yeah.
If I take my salary and go put it back and go buy turntables, that's me investing in my craft. Because you're going to go and study, your 9 to 5 will pay for your hustle is going to pay for your passion, and your passion will pay you for the rest of your life.
Beautiful formula.
You understand? So,
Wow.
what are you snapping? All right.
Yeah, we're snapping here.
Right.
Because you snapping.
Right. So,
Yeah.
so from me, when I quit my job, I knew what I was getting myself into. Right. And we started a breakdance competition, and my mom, at the time was giving me airtime money so we could send out bulk SMSs to all the dancers to compete in our competition.
Yeah.
And we'd use that money to get to the next level, and so on and so on and so on and so on. And that's what you got to do. Don't worry about the drip for now. Take the money that you're making and put it back and go get the studio that you want to buy so you don't have to pay for studio time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, go find resources or get your friend, right? And I say this in all my workshops. We've got an event happening next week, right? When this is, it'll probably have happened already. It's called Shoot Your Shot.
Uh-huh.
And we break it down for artists. It's going to be happening right here at AM Studios. So we educate because first of all, congratulations to you guys for coming here today, right? You can give yourselves a round of applause. Because as much as we have the internet, we have the information, but some people don't want to go listen from somebody who's been in it for long enough. Because when you think, I know everything, I've got, YouTube University. That's great, but you still need to go out there and network. Network is like the biggest currency right now. Yeah. Right? They always say it's about who you know.
Yeah.
But you're sitting at home on your phone,
Go
texting
out
away.
and know the people
Get out of the
there.
house, get a complexion. You know what I mean? Go out there and meet people. I just met a videographer here, right? Today I'm going to follow him. He follows me, right? He came in the room and he spoke about a song that I did 8 years ago. And I'm like, bro, I'm dropping my 7th mixtape on Friday next week. Which means that there's a disconnect because he only knows it from then. So how do I now reintroduce myself to new people like you guys? Even though it's just 10 people, it's 10 people I need.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't care about the hundreds and thousands of people because now there's 10 people here, right? Or whatever. And also congratulations to you guys because it's the same way I started out too.
We thank you.
Right?
Yeah.
And it will grow to a monster as long as you're consistent. Consistent is painful because it feels like you're almost there, but you're not there yet. Then you want to give up. Then you're thinking, maybe I must go to the call center. You got to stick it out. It's tough. There's many times where I wanted to give up. Even the podcast, we about to hit 100 episodes, 2.5 years.
Yeah.
There's many times I didn't want to wake up and show up, right? showing up is the most important thing, right? Take your lost money. You're not gonna buy now a Zoll now for 50 bucks because it's this strain and it feels so high. That could cost you 120 Rand for a gram. Take that 120 Rand, jump in a taxi, and go and fuel your career, right? And get the right information. Because as much as you know YouTube University, you still need to speak to somebody that's in your market to understand it better.
Yeah.
You understand? There's, you know, and that's how you're gonna grow, because now you're sitting here and you're thinking, damn, what's the question I really wanna ask? Because I got the answer from somebody else, but maybe it's someone from the States. Because everybody wants to be Little Dirk, they want to be Drake, or they want to be Kendrick, but they don't want to put in the work that those guys are putting in.
Hey,
You see, if you make a song, right, you know, how many artists are here?
quite a few, actually.
Right? There's a few, right?
Yeah.
Photographers,
Quite a few,
right?
actually.
Not the people that work at M, please, guys. You all got a job, right? Managers, right? Okay, but I mean, you got a job,
Yeah.
right? You know, chefs. See, there we go, chefs, right? But you're an artist too. Come on now, right?
Yeah.
These are the networks you got to start making right now, so you can bridge what you're trying to do and trying to achieve, right? Yes, we all want to be a jack of all trades. We want to be an influencer, to a videographer, to a DJ, to what. Because when you try, then you sort of feel like, I got a knack for this.
Yeah.
The reason why people become DJs is because they think that that DJ is not playing the right song. Then when they get it, then it's like, yo,
Kanti, this is what DJ was going through.
right?
Yeah.
So they say like, I can be better than that DJ. The wrong track selection. You understand? And then it's like, but I've been in this game for 20 years, and I'm doing another show on Channel O called Video Mix, and I'm basically bringing in talent, and they got to mix videos. It's still DJing, but you're mixing actual videos, the songs together. So it's not like you play a track and we put visuals over. You're taking a music video and mixing it into another music video. That's the technology. That's where we are right now. It's been around for a long time. But when people get there, they're like,
What's that?
what is this? Because they're like, oh, I've got my USBs. They're like, no, don't worry. We asked for a playlist so we can, give you the videos, and all you got to do is mix. You said, Vele, you're a DJ.
Yeah.
And we've seen certain DJs get exposed where they're like, it's not as easy as it looks, right? It's a new thing. But they feel like, just like some artists can say, like, I'm a piano star. I'm a vocalist. I'm going to go and do that, right? I'm going to be the next young stunner. But that man crossed over from hip-hop, and then, he just caught it at the right time. He just caught it at the right time.
The timing was perfect.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because when you hear them back on hip-hop, you're like, let's not make sure now. You feel me?
Yeah.
They must rather stay there on my piano, and they're doing great there. Yeah, sorry, I'm going off here.
No, the thing is, that is what we are here for. We're here to get these insights from you. Right. So there's nothing wrong at all. But then now, before we wrap up our conversation, you were making a comment about how I'm not sure if I'm still relevant or am I. Right. Your relevance right now comes mostly from Shoot Your Shot. Let's actually talk about Shoot Your Shot just briefly for the artists that are in the audience now and also the artists that are tuned into this episode. How does one get onto Shoot Your Shot? You told us about the event, that it's about educating the artist, but then now the podcast itself, what does it do for the artist, and how does an artist get themselves on the platform?
So, I mean, it's really simple. Once again, it's going back to like traditional media and marketing.
Yeah.
So, most artists, they don't want to do interviews, okay? They don't feel it's necessary because no one, for you that's in radio, they don't feel that, radio, why must I go to a radio station when I can just put it on the internet? But if you as an artist is trying to sell music, how do you sell yourself without people seeing you?
Yeah.
You understand? So you've got to go out there and be seen and then go sell yourself, because I'm not going to buy your music unless I've heard from somebody else, right? But if I'm a first-timer, or, if seeing you for the first time perform, how do I know who you are? And I got to buy into you. The only reason you buy into Drake because of his antics, right? Girls buy into him because he looks great, right? He's a package, right? Rappers buy into K-Dot because he raps good and you can see him, right? Those are things. I'm not saying for everybody. I'm not saying everybody loves Drake. Relax, okay? I'm just saying, right? In the beginning, When J. Cole came to South Africa, nobody knew him, right? He was on Big Brother, no one knew. Then he came back and filled up the dome. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He
Because
walked.
he was seen.
Yeah, he was seen. He was seen on countless occasions. And then you're like, yo, this guy is really deep and I love him. So the podcast is basically like Shizners. Who's heard of Shizners or seen Shizners, the TV show? Right.
Yeah.
So basically, you know, we also started on Shizners when it came out. We were breakdancing on the show. We went on there. And that time TV was rich. Everybody was watching it. You know, not rich in money, but it was just rich that you'd turn on the television and go watch it.
Yeah.
So I said, well, YouTube is the new TV. So let me go make a Shizners for up-and-coming artists. And I've been in the game, so I'm like, hey, I've done it with Nasty, I've done it with Gemini Major, I've done it with Shane. So let me go and give other people an opportunity. So I'm gonna say, look, I've got this podcast, but you have to follow a certain criteria.
Okay.
So I say, you've got to have a music video that you shot within the last 6 months.
Sure.
Okay? Because it takes money to fund a video, not a visualizer. There's two different things there. Then you should have at least dropped the project within the last 6 months. And I want to see if you can freestyle, whether you're a singer or rapper, within the last 3 months. Okay? And then I will vet you and see if you fit my criteria. Don't just send me a link, check this out. I'll also say tag. You know what I mean? Because you're rude. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because there's no etiquette.
Approach is important.
100%. And
Yeah.
and this gives the artist the opportunity to speak. Do they have etiquette as good as you are in, you know, writing those lyrics?
Yeah.
Can we have a conversation? And then you can go show all your people that, hey, this is who I really am. Now go follow my link.
Yeah.
Right? Because now you've got content. Right? Now you've got content on the internet which is going to stay there forever. If it's on the net, it's there forever unless somebody takes it down.
The internet never forgets. That's the
100%.
saying.
So now you've got an interview. Then we designed the Shoot Your Shot live event, which is going to happen here next week on the 1st of June.
Yeah.
Right? And basically I say, well, okay, if you're dope and your music is great, I'm going to give you a spot to perform. The event is for free. So you must also come and perform for free. Right? This is also the thing for sales. If you want people to buy into you, give them something for free until such time that you're going to say, all right, guys, I've given you all the stuff for free. Now buy this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I've given you so much. Now support me. Then
Now
you're going to
we
see.
are familiar with your
Right.
offerings, so now we are willing to
And
pay
you've
for
bought
them.
into the person.
Yeah.
You love the person. And you invested in the person. Now I'm going to go buy this. Right?
Yeah.
And then you come and perform here. Then we do so. Up and coming artists, they come through. We do a workshop. We school you on the industry. Basically, you ask us questions. And we're going to have Mash Beats here as well on the panel. And myself. And then maybe we're hoping to get someone from Back to the City. By the way, giving away tickets to Back to the City as well. So we're going to, we want to try and bring the industry to the people so that they can come. And whoever shows up, shows up.
Yeah.
Right? I can only do so much. And you all you have to do, I'm providing everything. I'm giving you a platform.
You're doing a lot,
Right?
Switch, yeah.
And it's coming out of whose pocket? My pocket.
Yeah.
All you got to do is show up. Right? I make 0.99 from the podcast. Right? And that's every week we shoot. From there, I got a videographer who sees the vision and is invested in what I'm doing. But in return, I've opened up other doors for him.
Sure.
So he gets paid. You understand? So we're working hand in hand.
It's like an exchange. It's
100%.
A trade
You got to learn
agreement.
how to barter with someone, right? So, and I mean, it's like you get dropped. So I had to find somebody that sees. When I got dropped, after that, I just come to AMP and then shoot the podcast, and then I would go and edit it myself afterwards. Until I got somebody who could do the work for me,
yeah.
right? Because everybody's, Zindler went viral because they say there's unemployed people. But also the thing is, those unemployed people don't want to go get out the house and go and look for the job.
Yes,
Right?
Switch, yes.
You've got the entire internet to make something happen. If you're a good talker, like you can squeal, that means you're a good talker. You can type on the internet and post up negative things, which means you can go and get an administration job. Do you understand where we're coming from?
Yeah.
Use those skills that you are not using, put them to good use, right? Otherwise, go to a call center or go work for Pick It Up. Because even those people that are working out there, because now before on the garbage trucks you'd see only men, now there's women also going to pick up on the trucks as well. You understand? So you can't complain about the situation you're in. And also it's only temporary. Yeah. If it's good, it's temporary. If it's bad, it's temporary. That's life. Ups and downs. You got to embrace both of them, right?
Yes.
So the podcast is purely 360. I want to see how good you are, how you can, and this is practice for yourself. So you get to speak. So that means if you can, do an interview on a podcast, that means you can go to your show and do a radio interview.
Yes.
Right? And that means people can hear you on a much broader scale, because there's still people listening to the radio. But yes, we have the internet. So I said, well, come to my podcast if you're really good. And I see some kind of talent in you. I said, come onto the show. And then it's like, let's. And now the freestyle is because you're going to have to rap on the show. Or sing on the show on somebody else's beat. So I also give some exposure to producers. They send me some beats, and then we put the artist to the test.
It's a whole ecosystem that
100%.
you've created here.
And then the final step is once I see you, I hear your music, we have an interview, you come perform live on stage. Others say, well, yo, you're pretty dope, right? So do you want to make a mixtape together? Because I'm the mixtape king. And then let's see what we can do from there. And when we do a mixtape, I invest in like shooting a music video. I go do all the marketing after that. And we see how far we can take it, because it's always, and I don't do singles because, and don't like come into my inbox like, yo, I've had this all the time. Yo, Switch, I'm the next big thing. We can make money together. I'm going to make you money. I'm like, yo, nigga, get out of here. Right? If you can make money, then go. Why are you in my inbox?
Why do you need me?
You know,
to
it's
make
like,
your money?
because that's why I said entitlement. You understand? So I'm just like, why are you coming to shit in my DMs? Telling me, I want Hans to come my DMs, not you, bro. I'm just saying.
Speaking of your DMs, your DMs are live right now because we have a live audience.
Yo, what it do? Shout out everybody, but please, gents.
So I think let's have a young Q&A. If anyone has any questions or comments for DJ Switch while we are here, you don't have to wait for @DJ Switch SA. He's right here. Don't DM. Any questions?
If you don't have any questions, then
There's
it's a problem.
question over there, please. No, there's no problem. We are good. We are fine. Please, somebody hand him a mic.
Just
The
don't
mic
stand in
is
front of
over there,
the.
Kabelo.
Don't stand in front of the camera, guy. You're a videographer, you see.
No, the camera over there is gonna catch him.
See now, when you have enough cameras, you clean.
Mamela.
In the beginning, when we did the podcast here at AMT, we only had one camera.
Really?
And we had to shoot on one camera. And then what we do is, for those who don't know, like what you can do is if you shoot at a higher level, we then use one frame. So you only see this center camera, but it would look like there was 3 cameras. So what we do is we then zoom in and then split the screen. So then it looks like, we're cutting to...
That's what we call working with what you have.
Exactly,
Making
you
it
understand?
happen.
That's what you gotta do. But yeah, that was also another thing, and it's amazing to see how this space has also grown. Shout out to M Studio, shout out to these guys. These guys will always help you. So if you're looking for anything, make sure you speak to them with the respect and find out how AMT works. And you could sort of go and do your own podcast or come and record here as well. But obviously you got to get that booking online, I think it is. But you can speak to the guys here.
Sure. Or check them out on the website. My brother, your question.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
To DJ Switch, I just want to ask, since there's been a traditional way of doing things before the digital way, can the traditional way still work with the digital way in modern times?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's actually, in actual fact, it's exactly the same thing. But the people with the traditional edge will have an advantage to people who are just exposed to digital marketing today. But it's still the same thing applies. Today big brands are using an influencer as a billboard. That's essentially what it is. So if they take that money, it's a billboard. Because back in the day, imagine you're gonna go do a shoot, right? And you get put on like an Aromat billboard. I don't care, I'll take that bag. It's Aromat. Yo, trust me, after I get that money, Aromat may go look good, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So a billboard would have cost you $250,000 if you get the job. Today, Aromat says, why don't we just get 10 influencers and divide that $250,000 and give it to them? Do you understand? So they're cheating the system, right? Because they've got the numbers and because remember, with social media, if you're not on the road, you don't see that billboard.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying, right? And if you don't pass a certain route, if you're in a taxi or on a bus, you'll never see that billboard ever, right? But on social media, if you use the right algorithm, because remember when you do like marketing, it asks you for demographics. Whether you're white, black, colored, Indian, you specify who wants to see this, right? And we speak about like marketing, which is LSM. So I would say the earning bracket. That's what LSM is all about, right? Go, if you use these words, go Google them, right? It's basically, if you're in a certain pay bracket, you'll be below 5. So they then also, how social media works, they'll only target people that are only earning a certain amount of money. And, they'll say, I only want to target these people. Even on TikTok. Take some of that money, if you're trying to get your music out, take some of that money and go put it out there. Who follows Russ, the artist? Russ, yeah. He came to South Africa and also, but I mean, he is a platinum selling artist and he's signed to no one. And he I don't know.
Independent?
Excuse me. Yeah, he's independent.
Independent, okay.
Right? He's independent. And, that's, if you, and people used to talk about Russ, and I'm like, yeah. And then I had to go understand because he gives free game, on how to build online, right? And you can build online, but you also need to become a hometown hero, right? And the problem with South Africans sometimes is they feel need to chuck overseas, and then they do chuck overseas, and they blow up there, and then they get accepted. Perfect example, Jimmy Navis from Cape Town.
Yeah.
He got discovered, he was big overseas, right? And that was through David Gresham Records. And then came back, and then he became a superstar. But then when he left David Gresham, now no one wants to mess with him. Because that's also the downside of being on bigger platforms.
Yeah.
Or being signed, right? They can cut you by the nuts, literally. And
blacklisting type of vibe.
Yeah, and it's tough being independent and going that route, but it's worth it because that's all your blood, sweat, and tears, right? Because yes, it will be blood, sweat, and tears when you start. And, the thing is, if you don't believe in your own dream or whatever it is you're trying to accomplish and nobody else will, you believe in it and you blow your own horn from beginning to the end. I don't give a damn what anybody says today that, about whether, my podcast is for up-and-coming artists, so I won't get the crazy numbers.
Yeah.
But over time, I will, right? I'm playing the long game. If you play the short game, then you will be here for a short time.
Yeah, we're not about that instant gratification.
2-minute noodles, man. It's not going to work.
Just show up every day. Even when it's hard, you just keep going until you get to that point.
Any other questions? To wrap it up real quick, there was 2 ends.
Any more questions? We're good.
You see, also the question. Here we go. The
Okay,
chef.
we've got one more question as we wrap up. Alrighty.
Hi.
What up?
I'm very honored to meet you. I only have one question. If you are passionate, talented, if you love what you do, which doors to knock to? Like if you want to be protected from your craft, because there's a lot of exploiting going on.
Right.
And we are growing artists, so there's a lot going on. I just want to know which spaces are safe and which route to take.
Sure.
Yeah. And that is the question that she's representing every upcoming artist. We just want to know, how do we get in?
So, yeah, thanks for the question. It's a great question to ask. In this time, it's a very good question to ask. Yeah, I know, you should, that's why being at a workshop like this or at a podcast like this, where we're giving game out, trying to attend as many as possible. Ask the right people, right? Don't just sign a contract or don't just agree to a distribution deal if you don't know what's going on. Go find one of your lawyer friends to read it for you to make sure that it's legit, right? Because, yeah, you can get, why people get into deals is because they're too hungry for it or they don't want the gratification now. That's where they get caught up in certain deals that they can't get out of, right? So they're like, man, these people are about to give me 10 mil. How am I going to turn that shit down? No way. I'm going to just sign it now. But that's like signing your life away because you didn't read the contract, right? If you're not sure, then don't do it. Go ask for advice. Go ask for a second opinion, right? That's the only way you can protect yourself. And if the other person, if you're not sure that person's sort of looking out for you, then go ask for a third opinion, right? There's no dumb question. If you just don't know, that's why you're asking these questions. If you don't know, you don't know. So ask, right? And that's how you can protect yourself. Because yes, we're in the industry where, people want to get the bag real quick, but now it's like, damn, if you're a hun, like Faith says, sex sells. And now it's like, now you want to get onto this platform, now you got to give yourself off. And that means you're selling yourself. You get me? So you're selling now your soul just to get a deal. And yeah, then you're going to have to pay the consequences. So it just depends on how far you want to go with it. Because as much as you say, well, I don't really care, I just want to secure the bag. That's also, it's like, you know, it's like you at a four-way crossing and you're meeting the devil at the four-way cross and you got to make a decision. Life is about choices. And many times I've made stupid mistakes, right? I've lost money, I've made money. Right now, I just know how to, you know, to be better using that money. And it's like, if you do get money, find out where to put that money. Go ask an accountant, right? Go ask an accountant or an investor that can make you more money. Because if you get 100 racks today and you're like, shit, I'm gonna go buy a car because shit, I'm tired of rolling in a Uber or a taxi, right? Pointing to the sky. Do you know that it costs more money to have a car than to not have it? Right? Rather go and put that money somewhere and see it grow, or go invest in like property, right? I'm sad, or I regret that I didn't take the money and go invest in property, but I'm still gonna get my 10 properties that I want, right? Because that's more sustainable. It's solid investments, okay? Look up on those things. Also, educate yourself. If you're sitting on the internet, don't go look at the hottest hand every day. Oh, yes, Kim Kardashian. Shit. Look at how to make more money. Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right? The reason why Slicker is so successful is because he went to go and do a lot of research. The reason why Slicker on Life is now a distribution platform is because he went to go do the research and to go and study other marketing, let's say, gurus or other music distribution platforms. He's also an artist, so what does he do? He goes and looks for something that he looks at all the failures he's had and then goes and corrects it so that all the up-and-coming artists can succeed. But yes, it's a business. Remember, it is a business, right? Even in music, just remember, and I'll never forget this, Scoop said it, these labels are here to make money out of your talent, right? That's the business.
They want to meet the bottom line.
Exactly, right? So there's no way you're going to sign a deal without giving off 30% or 20%. The reason why Tyler's so successful is that team, they've got all the connections, they work in their ass off, and their ROI is going to come back tenfold. They're making sure all the money they poured into her comes back tomorrow, not like in 5 years' time, right? The initial investment has to come back tomorrow, and everything must be profit from there on out. We don't know what the deal is. We don't know, right? We don't know what that deal is, but kudos to her that she got discovered, and now everybody, the whole world knows about Tyler, right? 70 million streams for Jump. Sorry, 80 million streams for Jump in literally the last few days.
Imagine that.
It's a wild deal, but you gotta, if you look at some of the, you see, also another thing, go and watch documentaries of artists. There's so many documentaries, right? There's tons and tons of documentaries where the game is there. And it's not just, I'm not talking about like hip hop artists. Go watch like the Queen documentary. Who knows Queen, the rock group? You don't know Queen? We are the champions, my friends.
And
it's white people's music to the end. It's white people music, but right? George Michael, they had a group called Wham. Who knows George Michael? He passed away. He's got a song with Mary J. Blige. Do, 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. Right. Go and watch the documentary of Wham and find out how they came up. That's like now before the internet. If you want to really understand music, go to like before the internet was discovered, right? Go and watch a documentary of We Are the World. Who knows the song We Are the World?
We all do.
Right?
Yeah.
Go and watch the documentary on how that came together with Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones. Go and find out how Michael Jackson's family will be eating for the rest of their lives just because of that song, and how he bought Sony and he has shares in Sony, right? Go and do your research. You'll think you'll know everything. You don't know zero in this industry because it's evolving. It's changing.
Well, I should say that we will do that, but the first step was for us to come here and learn from you.
Well, not just from me, from each other.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's the most important thing, yeah.
But for me, it's a matter of speaking to someone who's so experienced, speaking to someone who's so experienced, who has the contacts, who knows what happens, Con. I mean, you were able to answer these questions so flawlessly because you know what happens or what's going on. So after this, we are going to check out the documentaries.
100%. I mean, I think I'm still a master's student.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know everything. Because if you're speaking about traditional marketing versus digital marketing, how did Usman Mane make hit a gold plaque. As a hip hop artist, when they say hip hop is dead, and he doesn't have distribution, he's on DistroKid. He's not with any major label, major distribution. How did he get a gold plaque? And there's some other news that's coming that you're about to see from those guys. How did he get it right? The question is, you got to go find out. You got to go ask him, right? Because he got gold status, and not even some major artists are not getting gold status, and he's got gold status now with independent, well, not with distribution that's for everybody, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, like, you just got to find out. You got to find out, ask the right questions, and you got to understand why is everybody bumping Czech, or why did Czech go gold? For what reason? And that's going to be the answer. When you study your Caspers, when you study your AKAs, when you study your Ricky Ricks, RIP to them, but they do have a formula. You don't have to be like them. You don't have to go buy Gucci's shoes.
But check out that formula.
But check it out. Also, once again, let's go to Sumizi. How do you think Sumizi got a Moe endorsement? He went to go buy a shitload of Moe himself, and he got that deal. How do you think, and it's like he went to go buy Louis Vuitton with these last monies for him to be recognized by Louis Vuitton or Gucci or whoever, just like Ricky.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the money, don't do it.
Don't stress yourself. Depression, that's how it starts.
Do you understand? You understand? We know people close to Ricky that said, like, you know what? It's like, because once you're there, you have to feed the beast.
Maintain.
You have to feed the beast all the time. Me, I could have bought those things, and I said, nah. Let me just stick to my shit I know that I can afford, because, when retirement comes, did you put money aside? When another COVID hits, did you put money aside? I was broke during COVID. People were coming to drop food at my house.
Yeah.
Right? I was calling people like, can you borrow me $1,000? And my mom was sick at the time. Right? My late mom. And I said, you know what? This is just going to be a humbling experience, but I'm not going to now break myself. Imagine your friends are coming to drop off food parcels at your house because you don't have money. But you DJ Switch. Guys, this thing is tricky. Protect yourself and just be humble, because the road can become very, very nasty along the way.
Yeah.
And don't worry about the other person's lives. What you see on Instagram is a lie. That's the woke part of it. Don't be, just be yourself. People will come to you if you're trying to break this industry, and they'll know if you're truthful or not.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because you can also lie to them, and they're going to find you out. And today people are mean. They want to expose you because they're going to say, there's private investigators sitting at home, but they're not private investigators at the police force. You understand? They'll tell, but last week you were doing this and then whatever. You understand?
Yeah.
People are not, once you're successful, they're trying to find the baddest thing for you to look at your downfall, right? It's called the crab syndrome. But, come next week. We can go on forever. We've got another 2 hours next week. We're going to have Mash Beats come through.
Yeah.
We're going to give away a lot of more game. Thank you so much for having me. It's been awesome. Thank you to you guys for coming out. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Switch, thank you so much. It's
Shout
an
out.
honor to have you in this space, and thank you for accepting the call when we called.
Oh, thank you so much. And get my mixtapes. Drop it next week. Get that. Thank you so much.
Switch. Awesome. So as Switch leaves the stage now, let me take that. Thank you. We've got our final closing performer, who's going to be doing the things. Yes, it's the queen herself, the one who was sitting over there when we were getting to know her. Now we are going to see Ugutu Dumengani kahle kahle. So, everybody, please give a warm round of applause for Faith K.
Tanko. G. I go into my Faith K. And I'm here to rock, I'm here to party, okay? Let's go, G. Let's go. 1, 2, yeah. Touch, let's it go. I'm back and I'm better. Touch, let's it go. I'm back for the cheddar. Touch, let's it go. I'm back and I'm better. Touch, let's it go. I'm back for the cheddar. They're coming from gosh. When I pull up with some mosh pit. So enough with the talk. If it ain't money, then I walk, yeah. Damn, I walk to that Gucci store. Want it all. Touch, niri, let's it go. Touch, let's it go. I'm back and I'm better. Touch, let's it go. I'm back for the cheddar. Touch, let's it go. Ungangikholli, I'm back and I'm better. I wanna call me, I'm back for the cheddar. Gosh, you love on the posh, you nacho. You back on my khaki, only want it if it's red, yeah. You know ni lele, gee, when I'm in lele. You know ning mageli trefe, nah, you better di Beke, Dwana noctella, shitori shame. Dwana noctella, shitori shame. Kale bazama kufala ngwino. Dwana noctella, shitori chishi. Ungangikholli, I'm back and I'm better. I wanna call me, I'm back for the cheddar. Let's get told. Ungangikholli, I'm back and I'm better. Let's get told. I wanna call me, I'm back for the cheddar. Gigi, let's get told. Ungangikholli, Gigi, KB back again. Boy, I look relax. I want the bags and stacks. It's my game, no chess. Pump the brakes and dash. Go all night, no rest. Tlelam zokunsen. I'm nanchumaem. Anamun wapeng. Anamun no man. I do what they can't. Most these girls pretend. I stay in demand. I'm not trying to fraud. Time to shoot to score. Just like motherfucking Jomo saw. Gee, I go into my face, K. Let's go.
Faith K in the space.
Batung, Faith K.
Batung, guys.
That was so beautiful.
What a success.
Guys, thank you so much. I don't know where to start.
I don't know either.
Thank you for taking your time to join us today for Maker's Mindset. And thank you so much to you for tuning in and being with us all the way until the end. Big thank you to our partners as well, AMP Studios. We've got Dotnet Photography making sure that the snaps are looking good. So when you follow us on the socials, you're going to come across those. Shout out to Cardiac Music for coming through with the graphics, for the posters and everything. Every partner, Star Beauty Corner for making us look beautiful.
Snatched.
Yes.
Shout out to all the artists that came through today. You guys were absolutely phenomenal. Yes. Shout out to Faith K, thank you so much. DJ Switch, thank you so much. BlaQSun, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Blackadia, thank you so much. Slabsta from Limpopo.
Blackadia said it's Blackadia.
Blackadia.
Blackadia,
Yes,
that is right.
Gotta get that right. And shout out to you, Cardiac Music. That was fantastic. Thank you, guys.
Please follow us on the socials at The Share Button, and on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Share Button with Karabo Masemola. Me personally on Instagram, I'm at Karabo Masemola, and on my Insta and Twitter, on my Twitter and TikTok, it's at _Masemola, Karabo Masemola _. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm Chantel Thomas Worldwide on all socials. Chantel Worldwide on Instagram and Chantel Worldwide on Facebook as well. Yeah, shout out to the GOAT Magazine, The Share Button, Mamko Josie, everybody that's here, and the Maker's Mindset. We definitely learned something today. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of you. And shout out to M Studios.
Much love, everybody.
Bye, guys.